I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Playmates USS Enterprise NCC-1701, and I love this toy. Released in 2022. This ship is still available at retail right now as of the time of this recording, and it retails for approximately $40. And this is a ship now that I've had for quite some time. I've had this for a few weeks now, so I don't have the box for it anymore. I'll go ahead and include a picture of the box so you can see what the box looked like, but the box is long gone. I've had this for a while now, and the thing of it is that I have this displayed in my den, my video game room, which is also where I do most of my TV watching, and I just can't stop staring at this thing. It's just so beautiful. I find myself a lot of times when I'm supposed to be sitting down watching TV, I'm not paying attention to the show because I'm looking over at the shelf just staring at this thing. I can't stop staring at it. It's just so beautiful. And when I feel that way about something, that's usually one of the deciding factors as to whether I want to do a video on it or not. And the fact that I just can't stop staring at it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make a video on it because I just love this thing so much and I have to share it with you guys. So I don't have any of the old ships from the 90s to compare it with. I know that there are some. This is a bit of an update to the one that came out, I think was in 91. There's some pros and cons to both. I know that a lot of people have had things that they didn't quite like so much about this one, and they're all valid complaints, or nitpicks rather. They're all valid, but at the end of the day, this is a $40 toy. This is something that's accessible to anybody, really. So the ship itself is huge. It's approximately 18 inches long, from the front of the dish all the way to the back of the warp nacelles here. It's about 4.5 inches tall from the bottom of the deck to the top of the nacelle here, but it is about, at this configuration, this is an articulated stand, so at this height, I've got it at about 9 inches with the stand included. So what you get here is the ship itself. You also get the stand. Let's go ahead and show the stand off. A lot of people dislike the stand. Again, because I have nothing to compare it with, I don't really have a problem with this. So you got the Starfleet logo there in the back, and then you got the articulated base that can mount right on there. It clips right in. You have an articulated point right here at the center, and then you have another articulated point right here at the top. There's a little peg right there that's going to go into the bottom of the ship right there, and that is a ball joint. So when you mount the ship onto the stand itself, that little piece that the peg goes into is ball jointed, so you can actually move it around, so you can actually tilt it if you want to tilt it down like that, or tilt it up, or you can turn it, a little bit to the side, that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. Now on some of these you would have to play with the weight because of the odd shape of the ship. If I wanted to do it sideways like that, I'd have to turn it that way. So, you can play around with the base to kind of display it the way that you want. And I think that's pretty neat. That looks really cool. The ship itself, I think, again, it's gorgeous. Like I said, I can't stop looking at it. It is electronic. It does come in a try-me mode like that. It's got a switch on the bottom, so demo all the way to the right, off in the center, on to the left. So in the demo mode right there, the buttons are showing through the box, so you can actually hit some of the buttons and hear some of the sounds, but the lights won't work until you actually turn it on. It uses 3 AAA batteries, which mount in right there. So looking at the bottom of the ship, again, the detail is nice. You do have a lot of screw holes. The screws are very, very prominent on here, and that's been a point of contention for a lot of people. The one in the 90s, where you see the bottom of the lower deck here, has with the exception of this back screw and the battery screw, you see these dual screws right here. The original one had only one here in the center and one here in the center, and then one in the back here, and then the one for the battery compartment. So you got 2 more screws here than you did with the original. And then the warp nacelles also have screws showing right there, really prominent, and it's kind of a weird choice that they went with them here rather than trying to put them on the inside, where they would have been a little less conspicuous. So they're there, but still it displays nice. Like I said, when it's up, when it's up on the shelf, it's up on the stand, and I'm looking at it. it just looks really, really nice to me. The stickers come pre-applied from the factory, and they did a pretty good job putting those on there, so no complaints there. Designation right there in the front. Stickers on the side as well. And then these are tempographed right here, same as the one on the top there. You can see the details for all the windows. I love how the windows are actually cut in, and then there's a different piece of plastic. The little black plastic is actually separate, so they're not painted. They're actually cut in, so the windows are really, really nice. The impulse engines, it's a clear piece of plastic there instead of red. So that's been a point of contention for a lot of people. Same as with the back of the nacelles here, you got these light up, and we'll see that in a moment. These light up, and a lot of people don't like that because the original model didn't do that. So, but still, the way that this lights up, it's just so cool. So why don't we go ahead and do that? So I'll move the switch over and turn it on. And you can see all of the lights right there. So we got the top of the saucer. I don't know how much my lights are going to let you see this or not, but the top of the saucer and the bottom of the saucer both light up. So I'll turn them on and off so you can see that. Hopefully that's showing off on camera. The impulse engines here on the back, those are lighting up. The Bussard collectors here in the front of the nacelles, those are also lighting up. Obviously, they're not spinning or anything like that. And then here's, again, that point of contention for a lot of people, is that the back of the nacelles are lit up. Which I get it, I understand the complaint, but you know what? It just looks so nice all lit up like this. It just looks really, really nice. You have 3 buttons here. So the one in the front is going to go through, I believe, 3 weapon sounds. There's 1, 2, maybe it's just the 2. Yep, it's just those 2. The one in the back, I believe, goes through 4 ship sounds. So you get your boat train whistle. I love that. Just the sound of the bridge in general. I just absolutely love that. Red alert. And then I think we got one more. And then I think it'll go back to the whistle. Yep. So those are your, I think that was 4 sounds, just ship sounds. So 2 weapon sounds in the front, 4 ship sounds in the back, and in the center, I believe it's 5 phrases from the original show. You can hear William Shatner's voice. I'm pretty sure that's William Shatner's voice.
Arm photon torpedoes. Man battle stations. Photon torpedoes, fire. Prepare for warp maneuvers.
And finally,
Security alert to all decks.
and I believe if I hit it again, we'll go back to
Arm
photon torpedo. So there you go. So you got 5 phrases from Captain Kirk right there at the beginning. So yeah, I wish the back here would have, this feels like it's a separate piece, like it's a loose piece. I wish this would have opened somehow, maybe spun, it wouldn't have been accurate, but maybe if it spun around, if it opened, something like that, that would have been neat. But still, absolutely love this. Like I said, I cannot get enough of this ship. I've had it up on my shelf for a few weeks now, and I just can't stop staring at it. I just think it's such a gorgeous, beautiful ship. And I love it so much that I just felt like I wanted to share it with you guys. So, again, this is available in stores right now by Playmates. It's available for $40 at retail. They are coming with the Enterprise D. That's Picard's Enterprise. That's coming out soon. I think that's scheduled for the fall of this year, and that's going to have a separating saucer, which is really cool. Really looking forward to that one. So, yeah, if you're into Star Trek, this is an absolute must-get. Add this to your collection. Hang it from your ceiling. Put it on your shelf. It's a gorgeous ship. You can't stop looking at it. And I think that about does it for the Playmates USS Enterprise NCC-1701. What did you think of the ship? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.